Happy Monday, folks. I hope you guys are doing well out there. My name's Kasper, and I'm the host of Kickin with Kasper. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I want to get straight to the point. Showing up does a lot more than you think. Sometimes you're like, oh, this person understands how I feel. It's okay. I'll miss out this time. Or maybe you're thinking, my presence doesn't necessarily matter in this situation, or my voice doesn't matter in this situation. Sometimes showing up does a lot more than you think. Now, we can get to the deepest of deep, or we can stay surface level, however we move across this plane right now. But for the most part, when you show up, it lets people know that you care. And in today's age, it seems like sometimes caring isn't the cool thing, but caring is the most important thing. Because when you choose to care, that means you're showing love, that means you're showing growth, that means you're supporting, that means you're participating in community. If you are choosing to care for yourself, that means you're showing up for yourself. That doesn't just mean show up for other people. That means holding yourself accountable when needed. That looks like allowing yourself to be the hug you need. If you're a role model of any sort, if you set an example for a younger generation, the peers around you, or even the knowledge givers above you, show up. If you show up for the knowledge givers, that shows that you're ready to learn, that you're in the present, that you want to be. If you show up for your peers around you, that means that you're showing up and ready to create, ready to support, ready to assist. And if you're showing up to be the knowledge giver and not the student, it shows that you're ready to help the next generation. Shows that you're still willing to learn from the generation coming. Multiple generations coming before us, coming after us. We all have to lift and shift how we adjust, how we grow, how we consume, how we prepare. Showing up will create discipline. Showing up looks like unlearning and relearning. Showing up sometimes does more for the person you showed up for than for yourself. But a lot of times, it will teach you a lesson that you didn't know you needed to learn. To be present, to be a human being, you have to show up. Because will without faith is just hard work. Faith without will is admirable. But when you have those two things together, you have focus. When vibrations align, you have focus. And when you focus and you show up, most of the work is done. The goal isn't to get the work done, but the goal is to participate, be, show up, have your foot imprinted into the experience. Just think about all the things you could have showed up for, or think about the things that you did show up for. Imagine the lessons you would have missed, the people you wouldn't have experienced, and the lessons you wouldn't have learned. If you presently show up to every moment that you choose to be in, you will live. There's no regret. There's life lessons. There's opportunity to grow. There's sight to see. There's emotions to feel. all that you need is already inside of you. You just have to show up and be present. Having a father show up in being a father figure and having that representation can mean everything. But having the experience to see somebody show up in a position that they didn't have to learn, to love, to be, to grow, to adapt. Showing up looks like adapting to what's needed rather than what you want to give. Showing up looks like community. Showing up looks like independence. Because when you show up for yourself, if you take yourself out on a date, if you go to the museum, or if you take yourself to the movies, or if you go and learn something new, or if you're training your mind to unlearn and relearn, or just learn newer things, that's showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself sometimes looks like not having guidance. It looks like allowing yourself to take a step without knowing what the next 4 steps are, but trusting that because you show up presently, you'll adapt to what's needed, or you'll adjust to how you need to flow. Because it's not the action, but it's how we react. Allowing myself to show up, even if I'm not prepared, which hopefully I normally try to prepare my best, has shown me that there are light spots in every place that can be. Yesterday, I'm recording this before this Monday, but yesterday I had met with a few older friends. One goes by the name of Juice Mackins and the other one Destiny. I haven't seen Destiny in maybe even a decade. But as we got to dance and move and speak in a language that is so universal that we don't need to actually speak with our mouths, but we communicate with our bodies and express ourselves physically, allowing ourselves to dance through light and space. It's such a beautiful thing. At the end of this, Wayne said it was so spiritual. It was so healing to dance and move with just us 3. And it definitely was a beautiful thing. But because I'm so close to always moving and every time I move, it's a healing practice. It's a very spiritual practice for me. I forgot how communal it can be, how healthy it is, because I was so present and had my arms open and vulnerable and allowing myself to express myself in such a physical, universal form of language. I forgot that connectedness is something that's within all of us. And if I didn't show up, I would have completely forgot it. Destiny has a brand, and this brand upcycles older clothes, I believe. And great work, great colorways, great design. It's very ethical. And it's so cool to see people that are like-minded. And you can't see that when you don't show up. Because sometimes seeing things from just an Instagram page or seeing somebody post something on Facebook or even a YouTube video doesn't show the present. That present has passed. It's now the past. So showing up and being is a very important step in this process. And that being said, I want to let you guys know that every other Monday, I will be posting a location that we can meet up in somewhere in Los Angeles. Normally, it's going to be like a different park, but my goal is to have somewhere that we can all hang out, chill, set a time to just be. Because we get so wrapped up in the busyness of this world, specifically in Los Angeles. And I wanted to create a time and space to where we can all ground with each other, sit in some grass, chill out. The goal is just to be a human being, you know? Make that time for yourself. If you can't make the group where we like chill and relax, make that time for yourself. Go find some grass, go sit down, go ground. You can also ground in so many different ways: sand, water, humans. But make sure that, you know, that energy is reciprocal. If you haven't, go ahead and join the Discord. We have a group um, Discord that, as of right now, nobody's in, but I hope that you guys join. A space of positivity, a communal space for us to just communicate throughout the week. Um, and I just want to build a space so that we're all here for each other. You know, I hold each other accountable. I know you guys have been doing great, keeping your head up. Things have been getting real thick lately, but I feel all of us getting stronger. This collective consciousness is, we're definitely all leveling up. I feel it. And it's understandable. It's time and space that we need to. So allow yourself to have time and space to be. Join me this upcoming Monday at Fox Hills Park, 12 to 2 p.m. We will be chilling underneath a tree. If you see me, come say hello. If you can't make it, don't worry. But make sure you choose that time for yourself today. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Kasper's POV, KASPERSPOV, and to stay updated on things. We also have a community space there, but I'm thinking about making Kicking It with Kasper its own Instagram page. So let me know if that makes sense to you, if that's something we should do, so people can stay updated on what's dropping, when it's dropping, and what things we're doing around the community. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next week, okay? Peace.